Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate and I'm here today to present a brand new workout and do it with you guys. Today's workout is high intensity interval training for the full body, and for the workout we will only need a weight. You might use the kettlebell. I have the adjustable kettlebell, so I can adjust from 36 pounds to 16 pounds. If you don't have a kettlebell that you can use a dumbbell, and if you do use the dumbbell, grab one heavier dumbbell and one lighter dumbbell. Let's say 8 pounds and 15 pounds, or 5 pounds and 12 pounds. So you can adjust for the upper body and for the lower body exercises. Before we start, let's warm up. So let's place our feet nice and wide, keep our hands on our hips, and draw circles with the hips. Keep your shoulders stable, keep your chest up and open, core braced, and draw wide circle with your hips. Inhale through your nose as you push your hips forward, exhale through your mouth. Squeeze those glutes, brace the core. Perfect. Stop and switch. Now going into the opposite direction. Still drawing hip circles. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now stop, bring your arms to the side, inhale, and as you exhale, cross the arms in front of you. Focus on opening up your arms as far back as you can to stretch the chest. Let's do 3, 2, 1. And now stop and shake. While we're staying tall, let's draw circles with our arms, still warming up our shoulders and our shoulder joints. Keep your torso stable, core braced, glutes engaged, and keep breathing. Now stop and switch. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades as you reach back. Perfect, guys. Let's do 2, 1, and stop. Now shake it. Now stay nice and tall. Step forward with one foot. Then bend over, reach down as you inhale, and then come up and exhale. Inhale down, keep that straight, the front leg nice and straight. Inhale and then exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, scoop, and then come up. Now let's switch. Opposite leg, same thing. We are keeping our weight in the back leg, and the front leg is straight. Inhale, scoop, and then come back up, exhale. Stretching the back side of the front leg. Perfect. Now, let's stay nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, step back in a lunge and reach up. Switch, opposite leg. Inhale as you stay nice and tall. Exhale as you step back and reach up. Switching legs with each repetition. Perfect, guys. Now place your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Bend over and try to reach your toes. If you cannot reach your toes, reach the knee or the ankle. Inhale down, Keep your chest open, pull those shoulders back and down. Exhale, brace your core and engage your glutes as you come up. Perfect. Now, still keep your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Hinge from your hips, bring your torso parallel to the ground, open up your arms to the side, and let's rotate. Let's do the windmill. Rotate the torso from one side to another. Open up one arm and then the opposite. Pull the belly button in and keep it there. Keep your weight in the heels, and let's do 2, 1, stop, and come back up slowly. Perfect, guys. We are done with the warm-up, and now we are ready to start the workout. Today we are doing the intervals. So I already have the timer set up for us. We are going to work for 45 seconds and rest 15 seconds. Beginners, if you need to, use lighter weight or make your work interval shorter, rest interval longer. So if I'm moving for 45 seconds, you can stop after 30 seconds and rest for the remainder of the minute. We are doing 4 to 5 rounds on each exercise. If we are doing single side, then we will do 4 rounds. If we are doing regular exercise involving movement on both sides, then we will do 5 rounds. First exercise, high-low swing. If you're using a dumbbell, you're just gonna hold on to one end of the dumbbell like that. Sit back and down, bring the dumbbell down, and then as you come up, exhale and push it up and away. Then let it drop, and then again pop back up and push the dumbbell up and away. I'm gonna use the kettlebell. My kettlebell is 36 pounds. If you guys absolutely need to, you can use 5 pounds or 8 pounds, but try to use the weight that is challenging for you, meaning that after 30 seconds of work, you are struggling but able to continue with the proper form. Okay, enough talking. Let's start. 5 seconds to get in the position. Hold on to your weight and let's go. Up and down. Last 3 seconds and finished. Resting for 15. So beginners, if that was way too much for you, then stop and rest for a longer period. Let's go. Second interval. Inhale down, exhale up. Halfway. Last 5 seconds. And rest. If you need to, you can adjust your weight. Make it lighter. I'm gonna remove 4 pounds. Let's go. Third interval. halfway through. Eight seconds. And rest. Whew. We still have 2 more rounds. Let's get ready. Start 4th round. Halfway. Ten seconds. Five. And rest. Whew. I'm feeling it already. Breathe. Try to slow down your breathing. Last round, guys. Whew. Let's go. Keep it up. Halfway. Ten seconds. And done. Perfect. Whew. This one is challenging. Whew. That's why we started with this exercise. While we're still fresh, have more energy, we are doing the hardest exercise. Whew. Okay, walk around. Do not sit down. Focus on catching your breath. Take a deep breath in. Inhale through your mouth and then through your nose, and then pause for a second. Exhale through your mouth. Perfect, guys. Just like that, we are done with the first exercise. Now, I'm going to adjust my kettlebell and make it 28 pounds for the next exercise. Beginners, you might want to use your mat and super lightweight or no weight. If you're using lightweight, you are going to get on your knees first. Make a step forward with one foot. Make sure that knee is 90 degrees and you're holding the dumbbell in the same side arm. Bring it up and over your head. Keep it there. Pull that shoulder back and down. And as you inhale, you're gonna turn towards your front knee and try to get down to your elbow. If you cannot, then just reach down as far as you can by holding the weight over your shoulder. And then as you exhale, you're gonna come up and bring that torso up. If you want a little challenge, you can still use your light weight. Place your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Rotate one knee out to the side. Keep the weight in the opposite arm. And from here, you're going to bend to the side, pushing your hips in the opposite direction and sliding the other hand down the bent leg. So inhale down, exhale up. That's the full thing. If you want to do that, use super light weight or no weight. You're gonna feel the stretch. The heavier the weight you use, the harder your shoulder will work. We are doing 2 rounds on one side, 2 rounds on the opposite side. 45 seconds to work and 15 seconds to switch. I'm gonna grab my kettlebell and get in a position. I'm using 28 pounds. Let's go. Inhale, slide down. Exhale, come up. Inhale down. Exhale, up. Keep your core tight. Push those hips in the opposite direction from the bent knee. Perfect. Almost there. Keep your weight over your shoulder and up. Perfect, guys. Now 15 seconds to rest, catch your breath, and switch. We are doing same exercise but on the opposite side. So bring that weight up and over your shoulder. Pull that shoulder blade back and down. Let's slide down and come back up. Slide down as we inhale. Come up as we exhale. Keep your wrist nice and strong. It's super challenging, but you can do that. Perfect, almost there, guys. We did 2 rounds. Now we're gonna take a break to catch our breath and switch. Second round on the right side. Let's do it. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep breathing, keep your core engaged. Almost there. Perfect, guys. Release and switch. Whew. You're gonna feel the stretch. You're gonna feel the burn in your shoulder. We are on our last round for this exercise. So we switch the side, sliding down, coming back up. When you come back up, push through the heel of the bent leg. Doing great, almost there. Couple more. Catch your balance. And done. Perfect. We did 2 exercises. And now we're gonna take a break and then continue with 4 more exercises. Okay guys, I had to pause my workout and relocate so the kids can play on the playground and I can continue to record my workout. We did 2 exercises 2 exercises out of 6, and now we are going to start exercise number 3. For that exercise, you need additional weight. You want to use lightweight, you can use lightweight. You want to use heavier weight, if you're ready for that, then use heavier weight. We are going to do figure 8 pass under in a sumo stance position. So we are going to grab our weight, get in a sumo stance, squat down, turn our torso to the side, pass the weight under one leg, then turn to the opposite leg and pass the weight under the opposite leg. So we are moving from side to side. Beginners, use light weight. Focus on keeping your core braced, shoulders back and down, and rotating your torso, leaning forward just a little bit so you can pass that weight under the leg. We are here for 5 minutes. 5 intervals, 40 seconds, 45 seconds to work, 15 seconds to rest. Let me start the timer and grab my weight. We are going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Grab that weight, pass it under. Turn to the opposite leg. The knee and the toes should be looking in the same direction, pointing in the same direction. Keep your hips tucked under, core braced, chest open. 15 seconds left. Stay low. 10 more seconds. Squeeze those glutes. Keep it engaged. And rest. Perfect. First interval, all finished. I'm using 36 pounds. So, fully stacked kettlebell. If you want to use heavier weight, you can use heavier weight. Second round starts now. Let's go. Exhale as you pass that weight under. Inhale, exhale. Halfway through. The lower you sit, the more you're gonna feel it in your quads. 10 seconds left. 5. And rest. Perfect. 2 intervals, all done. Beginners, if you are getting super tired, you can do 3 or 4 intervals instead of all 5. Let's go. Interval number 3. Sit down and pass the weight. You can also adjust the weight to make it lighter. Keep your weight in your heels. Do not push your hips back. Keep it tucked under. Halfway through. Keep breathing and keep passing that weight. 10 seconds left. We are almost done with 3 rounds. 3, 2, and stop. Okay guys, we did 3 rounds, 2 more to go. Taking a break now, so focus on slowing down your breathing. Get in a position and let's go. Interval number 4. Seconds in, 30 more to go for this round. You're doing great. Keep fighting. 15 seconds left. 8, 4, 3, Whew, almost dropped the kettlebell. It's getting super challenging. So, focus on the breathing while you're taking a break. And let's finish this exercise with the last interval. Sit down, pass the weight. Turn around, pass the weight. You can always start with the heavier weight, and then if you need to, adjust the weight to make it lighter, or drop the weight and finish without it if it gets super challenging. Last 15 seconds, guys. My legs are on fire, so my shoulders, but we are fighting. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and done. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, all finished with half of the workout. 3 exercises. Next exercise. Beginners, you can use the dumbbell. You're just gonna hold it by the sides, or you can use the kettlebell. I need to adjust mine before we start, because we are going to pull that weight up. I'm gonna make it 28 pounds. Removing 2 plates, and this is what we are doing. We are going to grab the kettlebell by the handle, push our hips back and down, sit down, keeping our torso up, chest open. From here, we are going to come back up and pull that kettlebell up without raising the shoulders. Shoulders stay down, elbows come up. Inhale, sit back and down. Exhale, pull that weight up. We are here for 5 minutes. 5 intervals. Once again, beginners, if you need to make your intervals, the work intervals shorter, then stop after 30 seconds and rest for the longer period. Let's take a quick sip of water and start exercise number 4. Five seconds to get in the position. The weight is between your legs. Sit down, come up and pull. Inhale down, exhale up. You're gonna feel it in your quads, in your glutes, in your shoulders, in your back. Inhale, exhale. Perfect, halfway through. We're already over the hump, so we did half of the workout. That's our 4th exercise out of 6. I'm giving you a little break. Static hold that we did for the figure 8 was really tough. So now, catching the breath. Walk around. Focus on catching your breath. Second round starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up, down, up, down. Seconds left. 15 seconds. Beginners, if you need to stop here, stop here. Last 10. 8. 5. 3. And break. Take a break. Whew. I'm super hot. Cannot continue like that. Okay, guys. 3rd round. Keep your weight in your heels. Push those hips back and down. Keep your torso upright. halfway through. Fifteen seconds. Beginners, you can stop and rest. Last 5, 3, and rest. Perfect. 2 intervals, and we'll be done with this exercise. If you guys challenge yourself with the weight and keeping the speed, the tempo, you won't have time to smile and dance. That's pretty intense workout. So focus on breathing and form, keeping everything nice and tight, moving that weight up and down. 15 seconds. Now you can stop and rest. 8, 5, 1 more, and rest. Perfect, guys. Only 1 round left for this exercise. Focus on slow down your breathing. Let's go. Last interval. Remember to keep your core engaged and glutes as well. Halfway through. Beginners, 5 more seconds and you can take a break. You can stop now and breathe. 7 seconds for everyone else. Finish it. And done. Perfect. We did 4 exercises out of 6. Whew. Let's take a quick break. Walk around. Do not sit down. We have 2 more exercises that are mostly more challenging for the upper body than the lower body. You're gonna feel that your lower body is working, but you're gonna use lighter weight. So if you used 15 pounds for this exercise, you might downgrade to 8 pounds for the next 2. Whew. Okay. The following exercise is the reverse lunge to half lunge and shoulder press. Beginners, this is what you are going to do. You are going to hold the weight in one arm, starting with your weight next to your shoulder, and stay nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, exhale, step back, and as you get into the reverse lunge, press the weight up, bring it down, come back up. If that's too much, you can just hold the weight to the side of your thigh and get into the reverse lunge and come back up. Everyone else, we are going to hold our weight, dumbbell or kettlebell, doesn't matter, to our shoulder, next to our shoulder. Get into the reverse lunge, then bring that leg halfway forward, back and press. Halfway forward, back and press. We are staying here for 45 seconds. We are doing 2 intervals on one side, 2 intervals on the opposite side. Let me take a sip of water before we start. And this is our second to last exercise. So 8 more minutes, 4 for this exercise and 4 for the last exercise, and we are done with the entire workout. I'm gonna be using 28 pounds for the shoulder press. Ready or not? We are going to begin. bring that weight up. Let's go. Reverse lunge, half lunge, reverse, shoulder press. Half lunge, reverse. Stay low. Your front leg is gonna start burning pretty soon. You're gonna feel it in your quad. Keep your torso upright. Keep that weight going up and down over your shoulder. 15 seconds. Beginners, you can stop here. Last 10. 5. 4. Perfect. Stop and switch. We are going to give our left leg break. Take a deep breath in. Grab that weight and switch the leg. Let's go. Reverse, half, reverse, press, half, reverse, and shoulder press. Keep your wrist nice and strong. Punch up. Halfway through. Keep fighting. Keep going. 15 seconds. Beginners, you can stop and rest. Last 10. Last 5. Okay, resting now. We have one more interval on both sides. So 2 more minutes, guys, and we'll be done. Walk around, focus on your breathing. Let's grab the weight and start this exercise once again. Reverse lunge, half lunge, reverse, shoulder press. Keep that wrist nice and strong. Stay low without moving up. Oh, the wind feels so good on my skin now. We are halfway through. All your weight in the front heel. The back leg is only for the support. 10 seconds. 1 more. And taking a break. Perfect, guys. Last minute. Woo. Shake it. Get ready. Grab your weight. And let's do it. Last round. Only 4 minutes left. Halfway forward, all the way back. Moving that back leg. Halfway forward and then all the way back. You can hold on to something stable if you need to. 15 seconds. Last 2. Last rep. And done. Perfect. Okay, 4 minutes on our last exercise. For the last exercise, you can use dumbbell or kettlebell. Beginners, you're going to do the side lunge and upright row. So place your feet nice and wide. Keep the weight in one hand. Start by shifting towards the opposite side from your weight and touching down. Then you're coming up and rowing, doing the upright row, pulling your elbow up, keeping your shoulder down, and the weight is following your elbow. So touch down, come up, touch down, come up. Whew. 45 seconds on one side, 45 seconds on the opposite side. Twice through on each side. Let's start the timer and do this last exercise. I'm still using 28 pounds. Up and down. I'm swinging the kettlebell, squeezing the shoulder blade. Big exhale at the top. Halfway through. 15 seconds. We are only doing this exercise twice on each side. So 5, 7, 5, 3, and put it down. Take a break. We are going to switch. Whew. Next 45 seconds. Swinging and pulling on the opposite side. Let's go. Down, up, down, up. "15 seconds in, 30 more to go. Shift your body weight from one side to another and pull halfway through. Sit down on one side and pull. 10 seconds. Squeezing that shoulder blade. 8, 5, one more, and down. Perfect. 2 minutes. Finish line. Whew. The birds are super loud. Anyways, guys, let's finish. Get in the position and swing. Down, pull up. 2, 3, 4. We are 15 seconds in. That's the last interval on the right side. Halfway. I can barely keep talking. Continue the conversation. 10 seconds. 8, 5, and done. Okay. 15 seconds break. Whew. This is brutal at the end of the workout, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna finish. Let's go. Opposite side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate your torso. Squeeze that shoulder blade halfway through. It gets super hard, super challenging, but we only have 15 seconds. 10. Couple more. Last one. Up and down. Safely put it down. That's it. Whew, we are done. Oh boy. Oh, I need to walk around and catch my breath. It only looks easy on the video, but when you actually move that heavy weight around, whew, it gets hard quickly. So do not get distracted. Focus and keep pushing. Now we are all done. We just need to cool down and stretch. But before we start stretching, let's take a sip of water and walk around. let's start the stretching. I'm gonna get down on my mat, lay down on the tummy. Okay, so place your hands under your shoulders, take a deep breath in, exhale and press your chest away from the floor, but pull your shoulders back and down. There should be enough air between your ears and your shoulders. If you can, raise your chin up for a better stretch. Perfect. If you need to take another breath, lower yourself down, take a breath, exhale and press away one more time. You can also do it off your elbows, but pull your shoulders back and down. Perfect. Now let's take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, come up, sit back and down on our heels. Make sure that your hips are down, sitting down on your heels. Extend your arms in front of you. Take a deep breath in, exhale and relax. Your chest, your neck and your back, everything should be relaxed. Enjoy this moment. Perfect. Come up on all fours. Your hands should be under your shoulders, your knees should be under your hips. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your torso down on one shoulder blade. If you can, raise the opposite hand up. If not, then keep it on the floor next to your shoulder for more stability. Continue to focus on your breath, taking a deeper breath in, pausing for a second, and then exhaling all the air out. Now let's come up, reset and switch, opposite side. Perfect, and come back up. Stay on your knees, make a step forward with one leg, with one foot, and now shift your body weight, pushing your hips forward and tucking it under. So instead of trying to reach forward with your tummy, tuck your hips under, stay higher, but keep that nice pelvic tilt. Feel the stretch in the hip flexor and the quad of the back leg. And now as you exhale, shift your body weight back, make a nice straight line in the front leg, keep your toes up and lower your torso down, keeping your shoulders parallel to the ground, keeping your hips parallel to the ground. You should feel the stretch in the back side of your front leg. Perfect. And now let's switch. Get down on both knees, take a deep breath in, step forward, push your hips forward, tuck your hips under, brace that core and feel the stretch in the back leg. Perfect. Now as we exhale, let's shift the body weight back, bring front leg to the straight line and lower our torso down. Awesome, guys. Okay, now you can come up. Let's stay nice and tall. Make a leg behind the back. If you can, bend over and let your arms drop behind your back. If not, then just stay up. Pull your shoulders back and down, keep your core braced, and try to raise your arm behind your back. Let it go and shake it. Just like that, guys, we are done with the entire workout. I really enjoyed it. I pushed myself hard. My heart rate went through the roof. I was barely able to continue talking to you, and you saw it, you noticed it. That's where the change happens. When you push yourself one step further, you get closer to your goal. So keep pushing, keep working out. If you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also go through the list of the workouts that we did before and pick another one to do and do it with me. Love you guys and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.